Welcome to the Instagram Stories for Wednesday, July 20th. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. The biggest news of the day is that Instagram is launching a new map feature. It will give you another way to find local businesses and get more information about them within Instagram. This was actually shared by Mark Zuckerberg on his Instagram story, which is the second time that this has happened. That's kind of interesting. Maybe that's how new features get announced now. I don't know. In the screenshot that I will include in the show notes, the map search option enables users to explore popular tagged locations around them, and you can filter the locations by specific categories like restaurants, cafes, and beauty salons. Here's the quote from Instagram. Quote, "The dynamic searchable map allows users to have a more personalized and immersive experience when discovering popular locations and businesses, and to see what's nearby via tagged posts, stories, and guides shared by the Instagram community. Users can also find relevant locations on the map when searching certain hashtags." End quote. Now I know what you're thinking. Is this the location stories that we used to have back on Instagram, which was actually a really good feature I really liked? We are not getting that back exactly. This seems to be some sort of version of it. Those location stories were disabled right around the time of the 2020 US presidential election. Apparently, some people have gotten that feature back, but most, including myself, have not. Where I think this is really interesting is in competition for Google. You probably search for pizza near me or other similar types of searches to find things near to where you are to get what you want. This might be a more graphical way to do that. And if it brought you right to the business's Instagram page, you would be able to see their pinned posts, highlights for stories, more about the business based on their profile and all the pictures and content that they've posted recently. All of that will give you a lot more context. Plus, you can see the friends you follow who also follow that business, which is kind of an endorsement in itself. 58% of Instagram users indicate that they find themselves more interested in a brand after seeing it in a story. So maybe there's some compelling argument to be made for this feature. We're going to take a quick break with a word from our sponsor. The Instagram Stories is sponsored by HashtagSlayer.com. Want to reach more ideal customers? HashtagSlayer.com is the easy-to-use Instagram tool that gets your content seen. Reach new people, build your audience, and grow your business. You can get your first month free by using the code IGStories at HashtagSlayer.com. That's coupon code IGStories. And we're back. One interesting tool that I wanted to mention is something that I found to address a problem. If you make a TikTok, you want to obviously post that TikTok on Reels. You don't want to create it all over again because that's very annoying. If you can, reuse that TikTok, maybe add text over the top of it so it's native to Reels or whatever, but you don't want to reshoot or re-edit that in any way. You want to be able to post that TikTok to Instagram and YouTube Shorts and anywhere else that's relevant without posting it a bunch of times. It takes way too long. I found a tool to do that. It's called repurpose.io, and I'm starting to explore it. The tool has a free trial, and in fact, the creator of the tool will be coming on my podcast next week so we can talk about how the tool works, and obviously I'm going to give you guys all the good information about it that you need to know. So check out repurpose.io. I'm going to link to it in the show notes, and keep an eye out for that interview. I will absolutely let you know when it gets posted. Thanks so much for listening, and be sure to come back tomorrow for more Instagram news.
I'm not yet a member of the Instagram team, but my podcast covers many Instagram themes. But the name, image, logos are trademarks at Instagram and the LCC in the USA and every territory. Everything I publish independently until Zuck returns my DMs and starts to pay my salary. Not sponsored or endorsed, no lies, no fallacies. I use their logo with permission, not malicious or callously. No trademark violation, filling all criteria. Follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Daniel Hill Media.